Hello.
think you need
We're
to post
live.
Mapo, you'll need to post a link.
Sorry.
You're gonna post the link.
Yeah, I think will be automatic. Will be come out. Let me check it. And let me just 1 second to confirm, and then can start to introduce BoredIn.
Yes.
Yes, live. It's live. It's live. Hi guys, we live. Live.
First
All right.
BoredIn live show.
Ooh. Yeah. That's
Welcome,
so
welcome.
cool. I love it. Yes. So before we start, I have a first question to everyone. Who's the best setting for the live camera? I think it had to be Jean. Jean is the best.
Well,
Gene and Gooch.
Yeah, now I'm getting jealous. I have to get the light behind, neon light behind me. Yeah.
I mean, the light, all the swag, all just the setup, right?
Yes, exactly. So yeah, let's Jason, will you mind to introduce ourselves and then kick off this live event, the first BoredIn live event?
Yeah, it'd be my honor. BoredIn is a sub community focused around board IP and made by apes. We started this kind of off the back of fucking Saturday, right? And feeling all the network effects and everything coming out of that weekend. Bored Ape Yacht Club had announced Made by Apes, and just had some awesome conversations with a bunch of people I met in real life, and followed up with Popple, and her being the builder that she is too, decided to create BoredIn for apes to build together, and hence the name, right? BoredIn, kind of playing off of LinkedIn. So we started a group chat. We obviously have further aspirations, but I think it's been an awesome journey so far, getting so many people in the ecosystem, building with Made by Apes, building products, services, you name it. I think it's being produced or in the works, and we're seeing that come to life on the timeline. And I know it's been my honor. Kind of, it can be lonely building by yourself. So it's really been an honor building with everybody here, and all the future builders that will come. So Nana, so sorry if you have you're much more eloquent than I am. So if you have something to add to that, please do.
Well, no, I think you do a very good job to kick off and everything, and I honest to be in here to build up everything with all these legends. And also I feel like so excited because it been trying to test out the live space. This is the very first time BoredIn live space. The reason why we do it, it's because I do like to engage with everyone a little bit more when we having a private meeting. Always is excited because we can share, oh, this is the product we are just updating this week, and explain what's going on. And if we just only doing the tutor space, we will never feel the same that much engagement. And I do want to give that opportunity to our audience as well. So I think, let me to start to pass the mic. I am Boy App LLC founders, and also I won Boy T. Have been doing a lot for this community in the behind the scene. Before I work for OpenScene, I work for the BAYC community for the Trust and City. Now I focus on branding and also work on Acon as a marketing communication. So for the Boy T, have been building I think it's almost a year now. It's a very exciting journey. Have been focused on the charity and support the ecosystem about supporting the local farmer and also supporting the refugee program. Sorry. So it's very exciting to have everyone's in here to share my story. But before that, I could like to just pass the mic to the next one. Let's pass to our co-host Lala, and then Lala can pass to Jim and just introduce yourself, and then just everyone to introduce ourselves first. Yeah.
all right. No, sounds good. This is super exciting. I'm excited to be on this stage with all of you and just get to learn a little bit more about like what goes behind the package design. You know, first of all, my name's Nana. I'm co-host of Other Space FM. We're really focused on a lot of the artists, creators, and builders, as well as players that are really ambitious about the other side, as well as just the expanding metaverse and Yugaverse that's happening right now. So, but my background is actually in a lot of creative direction and design in both entertainment, and you know, considering the fact that we get to use community IP, I feel design, and especially with consumer packaged goods and apparel, all of those things really tie into the experience. And I'm just so happy that we're getting together as a community to talk about some of these things. You know, I think all the spaces that we've had up to this point have been really just for awareness on who's doing what. But now we get to actually double click down into one of the aspects of it, which I'm really excited about. And I'm passionate about design. My father was a package designer. He has some, you know, really amazing things that, you know, you all have probably seen at some point in your lifetime. But the cool thing about what I'm seeing with all the Bored Apes and you know other community IPs doing with their products is they're really bringing in the storytelling and the experience side of things with their products. So I'm excited to see, you know, what went into it for a few of these people that are here today on stage.
Queuing it. You're queuing again. So yeah, let's pass the mic to Jim and please introduce yourself. And then you pass whenever you want to choose.
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to shout out Jason Popple for even setting up BoredIn, and even setting up the stream today. I was actually fortunate enough to actually receive some of their physical products IRL, like they shipped it to my house, which is amazing. And you guys can tell I'm a collector. Jason, I don't have the Bored Bagels box anymore, and the bagels are long gone. I've already eaten those, but I still have one of. I don't know if you can see this. I still have one of these that Popple you made.
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna drink this tea, or this one at least. I'm obviously gonna save that one. So, anyways, thanks again for setting it up and obviously being generous with your products. So, anyway, my name is Gene, aka Nikki Nichols, Yuga Maxi, Web3 investor advisor, helping out a couple companies. One of which being Ape Water, another one being Bored Brewing. And sort of helping out there and then build out their brands and whatnot. And my IRL background is I used to work, or I guess I worked with a bunch of companies in the past that were consumer packaged goods, primarily under the Wonderful Company. So brands like Fiji Water, Palm Wonderful Pistachios and Almonds, Teleflora, Justin Wines, a bunch of sort of names that you'll see in the grocery store. So that's sort of where I come from, and happy to be here today.
Awesome. Yeah, I still have your first boiled water. It's actually in my house, and I will never drink it as well. Sometimes like when you collecting all this packet, you're just so excited, you never want to touch anymore. Yeah. So Jim, which one? Who you want to invite for the next speak? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I actually just placed this order. We were talking the other day, and this product came up, and I wanted to share it today. So why don't we go here first with Claude and the team? I've got my package ready to go.
Yeah, I think let's just share. Let's just start the share. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. I'm Claude, and I came up with the idea to, let's make some good barbecue sauce. No one else out there is doing it. Did a little searching. I found Tony, who's also here today. Tony was working with Hot Sauce Pepper Party at the time. And, he made the connections. I told him, what I wanted, a nice Kansas City sweet barbecue sauce with just a little tiny bit of, spice in it. He started sending me samples, and we found one. One I liked. And my youngest son, who's a foodie, he liked it. So, from there we just kind of moved along, and I'll let Tony take it from here because he's the one who pretty much packaged everything together. It's a delicious barbecue sauce. If you haven't ordered it yet, feel free to order boredbq.com. But yeah, I'll pass it over to Tony.
Sure. Well, thanks, Claude. And thank you everyone for the opportunity to come up to the stage and, introduce myself and speak amongst all these other creators and developers and builders. Bridging off of what Claude said, my name's Tony. We actually started the first hot sauce NFT with Hot Sauce Pepper Party. We had worked with the largest hot sauce distributor in the US to put it together. And that project had wins and losses. We kind of went a little too broad with it. And in the end, there wasn't as many people available to market the product as hard as there was for us to develop it. Right. So when Claude came to me, we kind of went in the opposite direction. I said, listen, I'm not doing anything unless we get everything nailed down the first time and go real singular with it and focused. So that's what we did with Cheetah Pit. So BoredBQ is kind of the overall overarching brand, and then Cheetah Pit is the first barbecue lineup out of BoredBQ. So we plan to try and replicate this once we find that recipe for success. And it's coming along pretty well so far. We've had some fun ideas with blending dry rubs, adding color to them to kind of make it a little more interesting and pop of. If your nostalgia will allow you to remember Heinz ketchup doing green and purple ketchups. I loved that when I was growing up, and I definitely ate a couple of green hamburgers and purple hot dogs. But we added that food coloring to the dry rub, and it's going to be popular. We've gotten real clever with the product packaging, incorporating Claude's ape, the hat and the glasses in with barbecue. Gets people talking. So we've had a lot of fun building it out, and definitely available for any questions anyone has on how that experience has continued to drive our sales.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it. And unfortunately it's too cold for Boston right now. So I'm just using my oven to testing all this barbecue sauce. It's very impressed, and all the spices just so yummy. And yeah, so let's pass the mic to Kujita, and then we can go back to you guys. Yeah.
So guys, I just finished picking up some of that BoredBQ right there. Boom.
Ooh.
Ooh. So see,
And
that's what makes it sell. The life is actually making it sell. Yeah.
Just to
Wait,
jump
you
in.
actually had some, didn't you?
I had some at
Some in Miami?
the community clubhouse in Miami for Art Basel, but I didn't even realize it was for sale. That's what's good about these spaces or these things, because we all want to support each other, but it's hard to keep up with everything. So when you were like, oh, buy some barbecue sauce, I'm like, hell yeah, let me get some barbecue sauce. So I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.
So I know what's the mixing in the whole ecosystem is a live screen at the same time. You have a button, just buy it. The ready to buy each MBA, that'd be great. Yeah. So yeah, Kujita, feel free to share yourself, but I do see you have a lot of things in behind, and I know today you're going to have a lot of things to share. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for having me. I'm Gucita, and I started a brand based off my IP last spring. It's called House OG, and House OG means the house for us OGs, the people that has been in the space for a long time. The secondary meaning is of Gucita. It's House of Gucita fashion line. So, but House OG is the front facing name. But yeah, my first piece was this Hawaiian shirt That's my mutants wearing it, and it's sold out within 24 hours. And like, I tell all my friends, I'm like, only possible in Web3 with this badass community that you can you can create a fashion brand and sell out like within 24 hours. So 100 of these pieces went gone, and like it just motivated me to like keep going. I've been in fashion throughout my life, so like to have my own phygital brand and using IP and then tech is just like a lot of fun. One cool thing I incorporate into the physicals is I incorporate physical rarity. So we like to collect NFTs. We like the lottery aspect, the gambling aspect. So this comes in 4 different versions. This one right here is the legendary. The legendary has few attributes that the common ones don't. For example, all these birds are embroidered. The buttons are vintage Gucci buttons, and the NFT that comes with it, that's in the label, comes up with like 50% off on anything ever dropped. So, I'm trying to incorporate like all the things we like into physicals. I'm incorporating utility into the digital token, and I got a lot of cool things coming with like digital wearables and gaming and stuff like that. But yeah, so I've only done 3 pieces so far. That, and then I got the cheetah fur bomber jackets. These are fun. They come in different rarities too. You can see that all online. And then this is the one I just dropped. It's every brand needs a good logo sweatshirt. So this one is the logo, but the rarity is in the grill. So this one's a rainbow grill, and then the legendary's got the diamond grill, and I got the gold teeth in there. So yeah, just having a lot of fun with it. And I'll give you a little teaser about one that I'm working on right now. This is going to be the next jacket. Bam.
Oh,
That's hot.
Oh,
and then the back's pretty cool too. So
dang.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait to pick that one up.
I feel like I gotta wait till next fall for this one because I just got too many jackets out right now. But I got a big summer line coming out with like a lot of easier stuff like hats, shirts, bathing suits. So yeah, be on the lookout, man. And Made by Apes number 10,000.
Yeah, I'm very curious how you get that number because I don't choose my number, but I love my number. But in case if I want to apply one more.
So they're not letting you pick your numbers anymore. But the only reason why I was able to was because I was having a problem getting my Made by Apes license. So I set up a call with the attorneys, and after the call, they're like, "Hey, pick a number. Now we got you on. Pick a number." So like at first, my number was like, I don't know, 42069. And I was like, oh, that's taken. But I'm glad it's taken because it got me to think like a couple layers deep. And I'm like, 10,000's a grail. So I'll go with that.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. I wish I can choose my 8 number as my branding. I don't know, is that possible? But I would be very interesting to see if in the website they could be like link up with each A. For example, my A under will be the MBA I've been building, and that would be very great for as like a bar joy right inside the BAYC website. That would be so cool. So yeah, we've been introduce ourselves a little bit now. I think let's keep the stage to the barbecue. And yeah, let's show the screen.
Pablo, did you want me to show the website? You have me pull it up.
Actually, I can show now. Yeah. Yes. I like this setting better. So yeah, and I think you can control your website to share. Is you able to control?
Who, me or?
Cheetah or?
Yeah.
I have it up like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you can explain if how's that work and how's your design from the website. I think the website is definitely something today I could also highlight a little bit, because I see each MBA, we are very try to develop not just on the product, we also try to get involved to decide the experience about the shopping experience to our customers as well. So anything you want to share in your website?
Okay, how about I scroll and Tony could speak?
Awesome.
Hey,
Wanna
you
do
know
that?
what? I do have a question, maybe to kick it off, if that's all right.
Yeah.
You have some really strong branding with Cheetah Pit Barbecue, and I really want to know kind of when you started this. It's clear you have a lot of different products that you're able to include the branding on. What went behind the branding and identity to really define Cheetah Pit Barbecue, and then how did you go about selecting some of these products that we're seeing on the screen?
Well, I will tell you that the only product that I had in mind when I started this was the sauce. And then Tony came up with the rub and the cutting board, the planks, and he keeps finding stuff. And this is the stuff we have up on the site now. You'd be surprised how many other things he's thought of that aren't quite up there yet, for whatever reason. But we do have more coming. I know a lot of people have asked for an apron. So I think at some point in the next couple of months, we're going to see an apron up there as well. So.
Oh yeah.
But I'll let Tony explain. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. So just to expand on it again, I just got to have so much fun with this product, right? I think we spent well over a year in stealth. We didn't show anybody anything except for me to Claude. And what do you think of this? What do you think of this? Let me send you some samples. Let me send you some design ideas. So I kind of took it from the aspect of like, as a designer. So here are a variety of logos. What do you like best about them? And then we combine that into the barbecue Cheetah Pit that you see before you. For the products, I'll give you guys a fun secret, Etsy. If you're looking for new products to introduce into your line, don't work super hard for it, and don't go to ChatGPT either. Go to the products that are already out there selling, and I would say find something that really appeals to your brand for that product and see how you can replicate it, right? So again, you see the Cheetah Pit cedar planks. I went out and we invested in an actual laser engraver. So we hand laser engrave all the products that you see up there, except for the stickers, of course. Then even the dry rubs, we took off the stickers and we started, found a way to engrave directly onto the metal in a safe way that still protects the food. So that's what the evolution of how these things are coming together. And then, yeah, like Claude said, we have, I think, roughly 3 or 4 other products that we've already developed out. But we have, like you said, a pretty good wide gamut right here. So we're just waiting for the right time, right marketing promotions to release these. And like I said before, really build it out before we open it up to any other producers.
That's awesome. Are you guys going?
Other thing.
So you mentioned, you just covered it a little bit, but you're right now going to direct to consumer through the website. What is your vision for kind of going to market? Do you plan to have distribution, besides ordering online?
Yeah, so we have been looking at really how other brands are doing it through other avenues. Last couple of years, we played a lot around with the hot sauce and going to live events. Those didn't pan out as much as you think it would, because one, there's a huge cost to shipping and getting all the product out there to begin with, the time and the resources. I mean, unless you already have an event going on like we did in Miami, where we can actually put significant resources to it. For Miami, I mean, I went down there 2 days early and I must have cooked, what, Claude, 100+ servings of of meats and sides
Yeah.
and desserts for everybody to enjoy over there. So, and that was a real great success, right? So from there, we're just trying to find out where the best events are, best spaces. And, on Claude's side, something that he didn't mention is he's an SEO expert. So he's really been working hard to make sure we get the right keywords in there and that it's listed as best it can be listed when you go and search for barbecue or anything containing Web3 and barbecue. My overall vision, I tell you guys, I told this to a couple people. I went and picked up domain names for a variety of food products that have board attached to it. To me, BAYC, the strongest word out of that, to me, is actually board. It's the most recognizable. So my overall vision is to open up a full Web3 grocery store in a way where you can shop straight, take it off the shelf, like the dream I had where I grabbed a box of cereal and it had an ape eating cereal on it. And I woke up and I was like, okay, how do I make this a reality? And, through experiences and opportunities connecting with Claude, we've been able to build that out. So yeah, in the future, come shop at Bored Foods. We'll be open.
Yeah, maybe you'll carry all of our products.
Absolutely. That's the overall goal.
Yeah,
Me personally, I was hoping.
I do want to give a close up of their products because that's something very hit me when I opened the packet. Of course, the packet is an awesome design. I love the bubble wrap with the bubble wrap packet, but when I pick out the product, that's the whole thing. So having the signature hat, having the sunglass, and I mean you can see if I don't see the product, but this $6. I mean, like high quality sauce. Who doesn't like it? I mean, the first feeling is like I introduced to my husband. I say, hey, like check out this sauce, and he's not inside BoredIn community at all, and he loved it. He's just like, oh, it's very nice design. So you could see having a Web2 customer, it's very important, but at the same time, it's like the good product. It's you can really see from the design and from the first place, and I think that you guys just did a very well done job. And I love the napkin. It's just so much offer in the packet. I was like, oh, so surprised.
Yeah, Pablo, I'm happy you brought that up. When I was looking at the bottle, like I said, first thing I noticed was obviously the hat.
Yes.
And when I think of brands like Fiji Water, right, where the packaging is very much part of the brand, right? They're the very unique bottle shape. It's the square bottle. It's very much part of it. And so, you can't sort of stress that enough. You think of some of the other products they've done with like, the Palm Wonderful with like the double kind of like circular sphere kind of thing. And, it's just some of the other stuff, but it's more of a comment than a question. But I just love the attention to detail on kind of almost like personifying the ape or personifying the barbecue as an ape, which I thought was nice.
Awesome. And fun fact, those are your 6.7 ounces. We've been just the main request is, give us more barbecue in the bottle. So we just got our new bottles in, a little more square shaped. We do like that little more concise design. And we'll have, I think, 16-ounce bottles coming out soon.
Awesome. I do like even the spice, and I think having little details and everything is so cool. And the price, it's just the price I hard to compare. The price is so good as well. And each flavor is so special, because I did try each of them before I put on my meat, and I feel like, oh my goodness, this is the best spice I so long I've been expecting. Like there's the pricing, just the packet design, and this the flavor. It's all my favorite. It's all in my top list. And congratulations, you guys, doing a very killing job. You're doing a good, awesome job in here.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that, guys. What's the difference between all the flavors? Because I got 5 of these. There's Coda Farts.
I'm curious. It's like I can smell something like mushroom and something like more like it's different than basic barbecue sauce, and I do love the special flavor inside. Can you explain like which one is your favorite and what's the secrets inside the sauce, the spice?
So we can't give you away any recipe secrets yet, unfortunately. We can say that everything has been custom developed. With the spice rubs, those have been a blend of, I want to say roughly between the 5 of them, we have, I want to say 30 different spices altogether. You guys might also notice certain variations in the packaging, depending on when you ordered it. So we're always evolving the product a little more. Coda Farts, fun fact, Coda Farts was originally Other Side Oomph powder. So you might have an Other Side Oomph, but you might have Coda Farts, which is the new name, which is a little more fun, a little more brandable with it. So those are sort of the evolutions of the product.
Awesome. Yeah, we just talk about the hat, we just talk about packet, and I see some guests just sneaky go inside the room, and she also wear a hat. Who is it? It's Blue Ice. It's Blue Ice Cream.
Hi, GM. I hope you can hear my mic. I didn't get a good chance to test.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, super. Well, y'all look good in here. This is amazing.
You lose now. I think Blue Ice Cream have a better setup than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, represented.
She have a special setup. I set up my room in my keep pay room, so you guys can see the toys in behind. I should have a better setup. Yeah, we're just talking about all these products, and would you guys like to share some recipes to the audience? Because I think at least have 5 of us in our good check, like having your sauce, and any recipes you want to share to the audience.
So one thing that you might not have had in there was actually what the dry rubs go best to. I think I might have forgotten that sheet of paper in there. So we have a full-on ingredient list with each of the spices. So you can see what is inside of them. And then before the nutrition label, we have exactly what they're best on, whether that's chicken, fish, pork, beef, etc. Vegetarian even, right? So if you didn't get that, let me, I'll work on emailing it to you as well. But that's one of the things we have. We don't have any recipes yet, but one thing that we have.
I actually have one. I actually have one.
Well,
I just need to find it. It's for, it's super easy. You make it in a crock pot. Pulled pork barbecue in the crock pot. Super easy to make.
What we did for Miami.
It's perfect for anyone. You know, you could leave it and go to work, right? And you come home and it's done. You just have to pull it apart. Get our new claws that, you know, we've got coming out. And you pull it all apart. And, you know, you throw it on a bun or a roll or whatever and add a little sauce for a little extra and you're good. But let me find it and I will share it in here.
And one thing I did want to share is that look out for the summer for the Cheetah Pit Barbecue Cookbook that we have coming out.
Nice.
All you grilling favorites.
Y'all making me hungry. Are you gonna feed us too?
Yeah.
Hey, if you come down to Miami at the right time.
Wait, were you there? I saw you in Miami. Were you at the mansion party? If you were there, you had our food.
I did. I had your food. Sorry, I didn't know if that question was to me. I saw a few people on mic. I do still have my bottle unopened. It's a treasure for life. Love it.
That's the thing about like all these made by Apes products. Everyone's collecting the products and not using them.
I know Papa's bottle is half empty though.
I hope people eat my bagels.
One to use, you know.
They're not going to look good after a while if you keep my bagel. So please eat it because that will change color and not on purpose.
Yeah.
Noted.
It's not trippy on purpose.
No. If it's trippy, well, the rainbow one is a little trippy. You know, this one's a little trippy, but
yeah, that one is.
That's on purpose. Otherwise, do not consume.
Hey,
yes,
Tony.
and I could. Well, since you mentioned your bagel, do you want me to share your bagel? Your bagel.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, while you pull that up, Tony and Claude, I'm loving how you guys incorporated the individual traits of your ape, you know? So you have some really cool touches. Obviously, the cheetah fur, and like, I gotta say, it's cheetah gang strong right now. You know, we got 3 cheetah apes on stage,
Yeah.
so that's
About to say
pretty.
it.
Yes,
I-
sir.
we
That's
seem
a
to be
It's
leading
gotta
the way
say
with
something.
everything, though. Yeah.
What was that, Claude?
We're kind of leading the way with everything, even like, you know, with Faraway and the 3D models. It's mostly cheetahs, right?
It's mostly cheetahs.
You know, everyone
Yeah.
else is just kind of, you know, sitting on their hands, you know.
Well, how
You can
cool
join
is
us.
it? How cool is it for the branding aspect of things? You know, we're just going back to package design and product design. You can, you know, obviously the Cheetah Pit barbecue name is part of it, but you go into detail such as like the paper that you're using to be cheetah print, and then you know I can't wait to kind of dig in a little bit deeper with Gucci'da and what he has going on over there. We already got a glimpse, but and then the heart glasses and the top hat. I forgot what the hat's called. What was that trait called again? Bowler's
It's
cap.
bowler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how you've incorporated that into the product. I think it just gives so much more life that you were able to find to do that in a physical way where you don't even have to be there, right? Someone can be opening this up and they go through it and they're like, what is this thing on top of my barbecue sauce? Oh my goodness, this is part of the character. Who is this character? And then you even get the heart glasses that I saw Popple pull out of that package. And, you know, it's things like that that just give me so much joy, even just looking at it, that makes me want to just, that's also the collector part of me, you know, that wants to be like, oh shit, like I got major FOMO now. But it's so cool because immediately I'm associating those 3 things with Claude's ape and Claude and the brand. So I think that's great.
Thank you. That's all Tony. He's the magician. He's my
I gotta say, those heart glasses, that was pure amazing. Like, clap my hands in the air, dumb luck. I was happy to find the bowler hat as well. Really
Nice,
kind of
dude.
complete the look.
Are you like
But the thing-
special order that hat, or what's going on?
Again, some of this is just really good dumb luck and courtesy of Jeff Bezos, you know.
Awesome.
So what the thing I love most about it is honestly the cheetah print pattern, right? I mean, like you guys were saying earlier, it's really one of the strongest qualities. And the fun fact is that cheetah print is popular everywhere you go, right? If you start looking online, you can probably find cheetah print almost anything. So it's very fun and easy to start incorporating that in there. Like you said, the way I try to position the barbecue sauce in the bag is so you put the cheetah print napkin first, right? And then the bottle with the glasses and the hat. And to me, that's like, if you put it in a portrait, that's the essence, right?
Very nice.
Awesome.
And you know,
So,
cheetah print's kind of spicy.
Yeah,
You know?
I was just thinking that it's like spicy and sexy. Like,
Yeah.
ladies like to wear the cheetah when they're feeling a certain vibe. So you're catching people's attention with that pattern.
exactly, and also like for the party, that's just perfect. I wish I can organize a party, but having a barbecue set, like a full barbecue set, you just like in there like busy working and servicing. I do want that kind of parties going on. It's best for summer.
We would too. It's just you know, it gets very expensive buying meats and everything else. So if we could get somebody to pay for some of the food, yeah, you know, we would be down for that. Bring a smoker out there, and yeah.
You know what?
We'll
The
see.
perfect city for you would be Detroit. That's where I'm from. Every weekend, there's smokers on the street, and it's like a total community vibe. So I'm just saying, like, we gotta get you touched down over with the Midwest folks. They'll eat it up.
I can see that. Like, go down on a hot summer on the weekend and just a case of cheetah Cheetah Pit walking down the street,
Let's
passing it out to
happen.
people on the barbecue.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
They
don't know.
take
I don't know if this is a good idea or a horrible idea, but there should be a zombie ape with a meat company. That would be great.
Now, we'll just
Mutant
throw
mates.
a DMT on the grill or something.
Papa, I did want to thank you also for the video that you made showcasing the products. I think that's really the first time that we got such a good, like, you showed it from cutting off the bag to like the final food prepared at the end. So I just want to thank you for that. That was really awesome to see.
Yeah, I think you hear the voice background with my kid. My kid also loved to making food for me. Something fun of a journey. I think when Snoop Dogg having the ice cream, I'm also have food tasting with my kid, and I think that's really bringing me a lot of joy to just enjoying the make by food with the kid. I don't know. Maybe I will considering that would be my next MBA project. Just having a channel with my kid to enjoying all the MBA food. Yeah, spend my money. Yeah. So yeah, let's pass the mic to Jason. And I see a lot going on with the Boy IP. Anything you want me to share on the website?
No, I mean, you can stay there for a minute. I think to touch on something Tony had said, I think Web 2 product and product that resonates with consumers today, Web 3 and selling CPG products to Web 3, it's not necessarily reinventing the wheel, right? Unless like your goal is just to sell to Web 3, right? So I think that's really good advice, right? And there's lots of great places to look, right? Whether that's Etsy, eBay, Amazon, there's a ton of good places to look and kind of grab inspiration from and source product from, right? And that's kind of like how I got started is, my background is more CPG, e-commerce, Walmart, Target, Amazon, HelloFresh, more on the operations side, supply chain and logistics. And alongside that is, I have a hospitality group. So, going through COVID, I think kind of, put a real strain on the hospitality side of it. Where naturally I just thought more about how could we create more flexibility in some of the products we served every day through the hospitality group, and leveraging my professional expertise in kind of consumer products and in shipping and supply chain, and creating our own brands, right? So layering in the IP and the strength of the communities and the ability that I think within Web3 affords you to kind of test and pilot and be a little bit more agile, right? And for me, it's been a journey of kind of building in public. First with Bored Bagels. So, as COVID hit, we pivoted from our nightclubs, kind of shutting the doors there, to opening up a bagel shop and finding some success in being able to sustain and pivoting off of that, sponsoring some Philly meetups and hearing all the people want to kind of leverage their IP. It was, hey, let's try to do this with bagels, with cream cheese, matching up flavors of cream cheese with different people's personalities and PFPs and enabling that, and then kind of expanding off of that concept. So, enabling that as something that people could actually buy online and we could ship domestically and get in the hands of people to enjoy, because we had a good in real life bagel that people enjoyed, that traditionally a brick and mortar only serves around 2 to 3 mile radius from its location, to being able to kind of expand off of that in a brand using the Bored IP to then deliver that to people. So it was kind of a win-win for us, to empower people who use their IP, but then also leveraging it as an ability for us to plateau and platform from our in real life products and brand. So, we've expanded from there, to even test out some new brands that, we didn't have, but would run parallel with products and brands or in restaurants we have in real life, like Bored Spice in the hot sauce, in our new ramen restaurant, Chica Ramen, we have a Mexican restaurant as well. So, these are just places we are buying hot sauce anyway, and we can just add to the table and give some kind of exposure. Not to mention cookies, coming off of kind of some research with crumbles. Bagel shops are a perfect kind of format to expand into cookies. And that's where, crumbles is $1 billion business, right?
Yeah.
So cookies is a natural kind of extension of that ability. We have 6 restaurants, a nightclub, a cocktail lounge. All of them serve BoredIn Tipsy, which is a canned cocktail that we had made. And this is kind of the economies of scale between the in real life hospitality group that we have, now having 6 bagel shops, and a lot of different concepts across.
Oh no.
Oh, let's go.
Yes,
Good
Tracy.
job.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
You got a little too tipsy.
What happened?
Gone. I think his power on off or what? You just
there
gone.
Oh, there we
Am
go.
I back?
Yeah, you're back.
I don't know. But yeah, you're
Oh,
back.
what happened?
Oh, congrats.
Yeah,
on
that was my cue to stop talking. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's been an awesome journey. On top of that, we've layered some digital games and different engagement mechanisms and collaborations. We have Instagram mini games for the Bored Tipsy, which is a beer pong game. Bored Bagels has a bagel game with bagels falling from the sky and you eating them. That's on TikTok also. And then we're releasing a Bored Snack cookie game where kind of cookies shoot toward your face and you consume them there. So kind of layering this digital component. And, Gachita said something too, is like, I think there's so much to learn from what other people are doing in the space, digitizing and adding kind of rarities and, things of that nature. It's concepts that, I think inspire me to innovate more and look at other things we can do with the technology.
There we
Yeah,
go.
really great colors there. By the way, I loved all the cream cheese colors.
Yeah, thanks. It's I think that's where, the rainbow bagel is like clearly the hit with kids, and like we've got birthdays cream cheese, and kids love it. Parents probably, like my wife has asked me to stop bringing that home for the kids. So it's different things appeal differently, but yeah, the colors really serve. And if you want to stop, I'll share some of the in real life products.
Okay. Let me
To say those bagels are probably the best bagels I've ever had. Maybe a year ago, NFT Hoarder, I was in a group chat, and he's like, "Anybody want some bagels?" I was like, "I'll take some bagels." A few days later, got a box of the bagels and cream cheese. Best bagels I feel like I've had. They're fantastic.
No, appreciate that, and I mean they are big too, so it's a meal. But yeah, we have our box, and we ship the bagels, and that's the challenging thing about the bagels, that they're big. So sometimes if someone orders
that's not fair. That's not fair. Your face are big, so the bagel looks small. You have to
okay, I have a big head. All right, I have a big head. Yeah, so we need something to scale, right?
We see the bagel, it's like this big on my face.
Right.
That's not the right side. That's not the right side.
Somehow this has turned into a roast.
I know.
Yeah,
hold
seriously.
your face, dude.
but I I love the rainbow bagel, and my kid enjoy it, and I have to stop my kid eating it. It's so big. It's huge. Yeah.
Wait, would you mind holding the box up again? I just going back to the theme of
That's
the
clean.
whole thing of package design. Yeah, like the fact that you're shipping these out, that must be difficult to have, like, you know, fresh bagel and still be able to ship it. But they get this really cool, colorful box with the IP. And I've seen on, before I even got to know you, I was familiar with Bored Bagels because of the packaging and that you were giving it out. And there were certain people that I was
Me too.
following on Instagram. It was actually Instagram where I learned about Bored Bagels, and
Wow, no, appreciate that.
people were posting the package that they got these bagels delivered to them, and it had the Bored Ape and, you know, Bored Bagels branding. And so it wasn't just the bagel that they took pictures of, it was
Yeah.
really the packaging that went along with it. So yeah, I'm curious, like, how has that been for you to, like, you know, was it important for you to have that packaging with this delivery experience? What are your takeaways from it?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I think good product is the starting point, and then you're layering in branding, and inclusive of the branding today is so much the packaging, right? And I think you have to kind of operate agilely. I would say, like, not everything is branded the way I want it to be branded yet, right? Because I think we're bouncing and towing the line between diversity of products and how that product is shipped in the box suite in which we'll land on, and then finalizing more of the packaging around, like, okay, we have 3 or 4 boxes and they'll be all branded to this extent with all the different brands, right? So then it can kind of market itself as well. And that way, you know, we can invest our money properly also, right? Because, you know, we didn't launch it NFT. We've kind of bootstrapped this whole thing. So, you know, for larger orders, some people are getting the non-branded box, just because we've only now kind of better understand, okay, here's the 4 boxes we do need, right? And, you know, through winter, through summer, you have the seasonality of perishable goods, which is also something where we've adjusted kind of ice within the box, the kind of insulation. You know, we vac seal the bagels themselves. So I think there's kind of these learnings in which we knew was a journey we had to go on, and once we've kind of learned that, now we can kind of invest more around, okay, let's now brand it out and place an order for,
Right.
you know, 5,000 boxes, instead of, you know, I mean, that being said, you know, there's the nuance of, like, this ape and the holder we were fortunate to pilot with, you know, he had that stolen from him, right?
Yeah.
So if you imagine, like, luckily enough, we can use out what we have, but at the same time, like, we have to switch that over, and kind of reinvest in packaging, and luckily we didn't go super deep and spend too much, but
It's a great learn.
yeah, it's something where, you know, on-chain IP, you know, contracts and things of that nature, are that much more important too.
Yeah. And, you know, to me, just sharing that story and what you've done, it sounds like you can think of it in campaigns as well. You know, if you have certain campaigns, maybe there's certain IP that you're pushing, or, you know, a certain event like Valentine's Day coming up. Those are some really great opportunities to maybe invest in some of that, you know, the shipping, packaging, and things like that, where you could, you know, get a nice order in that's not like where you're not going too deep,
Yeah.
but it can really make a high impact, because I think the packaging has a lot to do with people posting it as well. Since they are purchasing it, with like that case, like in your case, the bagels. A lot of people I saw like were holding it up and they had the packaging somewhere in the background to really add to the whole effect.
Yeah, no, I think so. And I think it's also a balance between our desire to further kind of professionalize and commercialize the product, but then also maintain an avenue in which we can customize and personalize. And this isn't official, but like, just to share something that we're trying to do and we've talked about is like, how do we create custom stuff that you can kind of like celebrate other projects and communities and people, right? So you're not going to go out and get mailer bags printed for 5,000 of these things. Can we do that as a staple product that we eventually expand into stores, but then at the same time serve the community or meetup or other things in which like we have the flexibility to go and personalize? And we've done things like this with 50, 100 bags of cookies, or like the space last Friday with Six and those guys and the Crypto Pioneers. I reached out to those guys immediately and said, hey, what if we could brand a bulk order of cookies for you guys, right? Crypto Pioneers. Add on there like a financial tip or a positive kind of quote, and you guys hand that out to kids, right? And we could even do something on the website and sell it, and all the profits would go to you guys. So I think things like that where we can serve the community is still very important, even as we also look to scale commercially.
Damn, you hit me with that alpha right there, right there live on the screen.
Had to pull out a little something for you. So
yeah, so it has a other page logo. That's something that I've been helping the team over at Other Page do, and having some branded cookies and things like that to reward some really loyal ambassadors and things like that. It's so cool to see even brands incorporate community's IP into some of these products and find ways to activate the community's IP as well. That's another thing I've seen you do. As you have your own brand, but you're pushing like an IP that you own. But I've also seen, the cream cheese of other community members where you'd make a special edition of the cream cheese of like Jason the Ape or whomever. And it gets other people involved with that. And I think that's another really cool thing that I'm seeing a lot of Made by Apes brands do.
Yeah, I mean that's how I started, right? Is kind of doing this to empower other people with their IP, and that's something I hope not to lose even as we scale.
Yeah.
So it looks like someone already has a store.
Yeah, we just gotta replicate this thing, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The bodega.
Oh, that's the bodega.
I mean, I mean, this is something I think I've kind of mentioned and brought up in my survey too. Is like, how cool would it be if there was this mobile bodega that could travel to conventions and events and things to give exposure? And I think a lot of the strain for at least me, not to speak for everyone else, is sometimes the kind of production of shipping product to every single event or convention. If that could kind of be centralized and aided in the effort to be coordinated as a broader bodega, that'd be incredibly impactful, I think.
I know there's another community member that's got the same idea. It's Stone Abu. He's in Tampa.
Yeah.
So you should try to touch base with him because he, that'd be a cool pop-off point for sure.
Yeah, no, I'll reach out to him definitely.
You did great.
Yeah, that's who put on the mansion party, right?
Yeah.
And that's his hips you see on the bottom right too.
The what?
The background image.
We gotta switch to the other view, Popple. So we know what he's referring to.
The hips.
Yeah, Stone to Boo. He's over on the right in the background image. It's hard to see.
Yeah. Sorry, I was
We're blocking him.
try to figure out a text side because it's hard to change it to from the west side to the tutor's post to share. So each time I try to be shared, it's just like fail doesn't let me do it. But I think I'm ready. So hi Blue, hi screen. Like yeah, can you introduce yourself a little bit and then I could share the question.
Hello, it's me again. I've been invited back on stage. I'm so stoked. Today, I'm just going to give opinions on me being an abstract artist, and I also have a degree in print technology and engineering. So creating packaging and flexography. So this is like totally my world, and I'm so stoked to be able to come up again on the mic. Thanks for inviting me. So good morning, everybody.
GM.
I love your hat.
Try to share the screen with I think we'll be getting a little bit messy, but please don't mind. Yes, it's just the best I can do because it's I just want to show the whole
Absolutely.
things.
We can drive together if you want. Because I
Yeah.
sent some visuals up on like talking points. So to take a step back, I didn't make it to 8 Fest Hong Kong. It was the week of my birthday and I was in support. So it would have been a monster of a trip to do. But I did find this video of the bodega, and I just want to say like hats off to everybody that put your products up here, the services. It was really beautiful, and I felt like I was still able to get that magnetic energy from a distance. So yeah, this is one of those videos where I was like, wow, this looks pretty legit. I'm so excited to see this expand. And hopefully a lot of people got to pick things up and the public got to play with them. That would be, I think, a win for everybody, not just the community, but for the event.
Yeah, so I'd like to ask you like what is the what are some of your favorite packaging design that you see the member have been created? Any I grab it to talk about this?
Yeah, and feel free, the rest of the speakers that are on the mic with me, like, yeah, I want to hear your thoughts too, if we kind of have the same vibration. But let's see, are we looking at 288? I was just trying to keep up to see which one she's gonna. I think we need to move to the next tweet.
288. Yeah, the 288. This is the one. This 288 is the one you want to show.
Yeah,
Right?
288. Sorry, I don't even know what I passed up, guys. We moved so quickly. I didn't get to do a little.
Oh, do you want the first one? Get back the first one. The first one. This is the first one.
Okay, so let's move to the second one now, since we did the bodega.
Okay, since we do the bodega, let's move to the second one and the 288. Yes.
Yeah.
I was just talked to the 2AA whiskey team yesterday, and they building up something amazing in the space right now. And they were sending the bottom for me, and I do want to try. It's just so good design. Yeah.
I'm attracted to the landscape, the artistry, and the creative touches. I feel like that was a lot of time to come up with that concept, but also getting the printing correctly and the color variations and those ink tones. And again, like this goes back to my world of my engineering degree. Like I know exactly the process that they had to do to spot check that to make that look the way it is on the back. And so again, 288, one of my favorites. You're doing a great job. And, it features I believe it was the 288 single barrel, help me if I'm wrong, red wheat whiskey. I hope I nailed all of that. Yeah.
I mean, put back to the banner. I realized the banner is still showing. Had to be hiding.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a single barrel wheat.
Yeah.
Has anybody tried it on the
Got it right here?
We got it right there. Look at that.
I got mine too.
Yeah.
I have one too, but not with me.
This is like one of my favorite projects and products as well. Just seeing what Bad Teeth has done to really celebrate his collection, really like his ape, which is number 288, has really, really cool cowboy ape, and also is on the 288 other deed. and just him building the story and the lore, and you start to really see that in the packaging of it as well, and you get a little sense of it. But going into the physical products, he wanted the product to be just as top tier as the storytelling and the artwork, and went through a bunch of different distilleries, really thought about what the package experience is gonna be like. And yeah, the vodka was the first one, and then this whiskey is his next one, which people who want to be able to mint the NFT and claim their whiskey bottle could at 288spirits.com, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was on the 288 other deed. Is that that environment?
That's where it's all heading, dude. And I think cool. This is all like the storytelling in the meantime. And I mean, that's at least how I perceive it. You know what I mean? It's like he has this thing building up, it's going into the 288, into the other side, and then these are some of the different products that you're going to see along the way. And this is just showcasing some of the behind the scenes on what went into this whiskey that they've been working on.
And I thought it was cool how it made it into one of the 10KTF like little
the
scenes in the background. That was so sick.
Yeah. And I do love they very try to post the process, how they make it. And I love this studio. It just very kind of like making me, it's very perfect branding touch in here. Like, the ankle about the shipping that video is also so good too. I love how the product represent on the video.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, really well done.
Very good. Well, since we have a couple to go through and we're pretty crunched on coming up to time, let's pass some of these next ones up. I'll just kind of like chop it up. So my next one that is one of my favorites is I love me some fur babies. I have a Chihuahua. I love dogs. It's like my favorite. I think that this is one. I love just going to this newsfeed just to see the pictures of the dogs. So you won my heart with your minimal packaging and having the dogs model for you. So keep it up, Bored Treats. Love that.
Yeah, I saw the products, and unfortunately I don't have a dog, but I do want to try if I have a dog one day. And the package is just so cute, and I love it. Yeah.
My dog absolutely loves those.
Okay. Yeah, the next one is the spicy sauce.
Yeah, this is a spicy sauce. Like, I am not a spicy person, but I can appreciate a good design. Again, like the font face and the color combination, and it kind of matches the aesthetics of the sauce. Like, I'm looking at this, and as an artist, I'm like, clutch, 5-star on the color combo. So
okay, now you let me try. Does it taste like banana or
banana chipotle? Has anybody had a chance to try this
No,
sauce?
but it's another cheetah 8. Yeah. Heart glasses, bowler hat.
Oh, gotta say,
I need that.
Oh, once again, like everyone's
everywhere.
Sauce. Yes. Okay, the next one.
Yeah.
And I'm a critic of all hot sauces, but it's decent.
Nice. Oh, I'm sorry. I forget. We got a little competition in there. I had to add a little spice to today's combo. Mutant serum, again, like just coming from flexography, I think this is such a cool can design. The way that they have the layout and how your eye is supposed to watch it, like that takes time. That takes ideation in the creative process. So I love the color combos, the rainbow gradients, all of the aesthetics of the bananas and the neon lights. Like, yes, like how many can say like kudos, did a great job here, Mutant Brewery. Mm-hmm.
I probably will share all the link after in the post. It just very want to share a little bit more to it. So everyone can have to expose each product we're talking about. So yeah, feel free to share this one too. I never been. I wish I'm good here. Yeah.
Bored Stone, yeah, and Popple, you're doing an amazing job, like just having like an extra wrench in the live stream to show visuals, like because visuals tell the story. So you're doing amazing. Thanks for being so awesome at this. But Bored Stone, I've had I've experienced their products, but just their IP usage, like they've got all the way down to the plastic bag or the bag that they carry it in. To me, I find that very interesting. I'm like, wow, okay, they've got the neons on the outside, the logo, all of their packaging with their products as well. But then like even the bag. So if you're just in real life going down the street, you'll be like, oh my goodness, that's the Bored Ape Club. Love that.
I love the bag at the side. It's very hit me. I'm the carry bag person, so yeah. Next one.
Amazing. And who do we have
This is
up
the
next?
OG. This is the OG.
Oh yeah,
Right, the
OG.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you got to represent for the folks that have been around for a really long time. I mean, their packaging is so much fun. They're making it so that like you're in your kitchen with this packaging, and it's like on both sides. So you're looking at it and you're holding it in your hand and you're turning it around, and it's like the start of your day. You're getting your coffee ready. So I thought I resonated with that. Like this does look like my morning. Absolutely.
I remember they start from the MFT, right? And then after you can use your oil tea to calm your coffee bean. Unfortunately, because the oil teas got take off, and it's such a great project and such a great utility for the community, but it's just sad to see. But yeah, they come out great. I'm happy. They just everything landing so well. Yeah.
Amazing. Kudos. Does anybody on the mic have some of that product for Cam? No, I'm calling everybody out. You guys got that product, Anya?
I actually have the coffee.
Okay.
Is it this one, the next one you want to show? It's my
Yes,
tea,
this
or?
is the next one. Of course, I had to sneak in a little Easter egg. Of course.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually the version I collaboration with Boy Bagel. Yeah, me and
Mhm.
Jason collaboration many times. I think this is just the one of this example how we deliver the A and having fun with the community. So this ace is from Johnny, and yeah, he's allowed me to using his PFP, and so I have like deliver some of the bagel on the side. So we're showing the fun opportunity to collaboration with other brand. Yeah.
Yeah, got that little Easter egg because I was like, oh, I know Bored Bagels is going to be on the mic today.
Yes.
And
This one.
Yes. Again, I wish I had these products in my hand so I could be like open, but I'm just like imagining doing this. Like the pricing is fun. The way that it's in like something that you have to open, like that gives an experience, like packaging design and just in general, people want to be like, ooh, what is this? Like that's like their first impression before they use your product or your service or try your food or drink. So really good. I think shout out to Board Shorts. They're crushing it.
Sold out, pre-order. I'd say.
It's the 10%.
I
It's
think
done.
it's all on the pre-order. Yeah. And do you want to lay some of the packaging item you think choose well from the A or Milton's? And could you like just talk about like those items?
Yeah, one of my favorites, I collect whatever I find or whatever folks are gifting me along these journeys of our events. Like Bored Cuban, I still have the packaging of what we had at one of the Miami events, and I think this is super fun. Yeah, does it a video?
Oh yes, I saw the video. Do you see on my screen, right? You see on the
Okay.
screen.
Just so you guys know, he's the real life location opens on February 15th. It's located in Miami, just south of the airport on Lejeune Road.
Oh,
So,
good. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's having a grand opening.
The
I
photo of the
hope
store
they
looks
have
incredible.
Yeah, I hope
His
they
store
have a
looks
happy
insane.
meal. Yeah, I hope they have a happy meal because this box really made me think about like a
Incredible.
McDonald's happy meal, but it's like an 8 happy meal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I don't want to
his
spoil the
menu looks so
surprise,
good.
but I do
Yes.
know what they were putting in there. It was like plantains and a few others, but they might have changed the menu up since then. But was really honored to have a sneak peek of that. And I will be at the Miami opening. It's just a short hop and a skip from where I'm at in Florida. So hope to see y'all there.
I mean, he's also the one I partnered with during Fuck It Weekend to do Uber for Bored Bagels, and
Cool.
not someone I ever talked to before, right? And I called him. I just randomly instant messaged him through Instagram, and 3 days before, an hour later, he was adding my Bored Bagels to his Uber menu.
Just like that.
Smart.
See,
Yeah.
just all it takes
Eric's
is
a good
reaching
dude.
out. and stepping up and being present. That's
This is
amazing.
this for Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool. You know,
So,
I love that story because you were able to get bored bagels.
Yeah, I think
What?
next time probably you Jason, you should share how you could be managed to do the Uber Eat, because I think that would be so cool.
Yeah, I mean we're looking to do something similar in New York in a couple months. So
Great.
It'll be
So-
good information for folks for sure, just to have some education behind it. Like, what are the how-tos? So yeah, I want to tune into that.
So now we in the checklist page, right?
And last but not least, I'm a chocolate lady, and in Futurum, I love the packaging that he has listed here. It's like, it kind of reminds me of my artwork a little bit. My art is behind me. So it like pulled me in with the circles and the waves and everything. And so, yeah, this is one of my favorites, because if there was like a time subscription that you could sign up where you get monthly chocolate bars at your door, I would be a lifer for sure. So real good. Yeah, those were my faves that I could find just through Twitter, the rabbit hole there. But, others, just like feel free to drop them on the threads of the ones that you find inspiring. I mean, it's just like opening your minds and being really creative and adding your personal touches, color combinations, font face, like all of those things are what resonates with people. And because I am an individual with a disability, I feel like accessibility is like one of the most important things when you're coming up with like what your brand should look like. You want it to be able to be visible for people that might have contrast issues, or they have maybe some blindness, and certain colors affect how they read things. So just keep in mind, like when you're trying to be inclusive, like think of the broad audience so that everyone can be able to enjoy your products the same. So thanks for having me.
You bring up very, very good point. That's just something I love about this community, where we try to build product, not just using their own aid, but where we try to build good. And thank you for so much. And and next person I will like to invite Jim. And let me put Jim to Baker. Hi, you Baker now.
Wow.
You have to
I just want to say, if I
as-
jump off, it's because my battery's very low.
Yeah.
If I drop off.
Yeah,
What's
no
that?
problem. And
Okay.
yeah, waters. I have a water too. Anyone have a water in hand?
Oh, I got a water here. My boy Nana, Millie Meditate. I've also got a beer. I don't know how many of you guys have the beer.
I
Yeah,
don't
Bad
have.
feelings.
I'm jealous of the beer. My ape won't show up. There he
That's
is.
some good ape water, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about here. I don't know if Papa, do you want to put up one of the websites or something? We
Yes,
kind of
I'm going to. Give me a second. Yes. Here you go.
There's those hips that Claude was referring to.
Yeah, so board brewing, run by Peter. There's not enough I could say about what they're building yet, but they're putting together this beer brand, obviously, based on Ape IP. What he's done, the work that he's already done is so impressive. Like we were looking at a 40-page brand deck that just kind of like, what's our vision? What are we supposed to look like? What's the typeface? What are our colors? How do we talk about ourselves? How do we, it's very detailed and so intricate. And you could, when I first joined them, you can kind of tell kind of the quality of the designs and of the can and whatnot. And one of the things that you can comment on is the cans are, I don't know if you can see my screen, but they're fully printed, so so they're not like stickers. It just has a nicer feel to it, and it just looks a little bit more of sort of a premium product. And then you can kind of extrapolate that to the rest of what they're working on and putting together. Everything with the varsity jackets, and some of the storyline stuff, and then some of the future stuff that you guys will be able to see very soon. It's been really fun working with them. Also, you know, this was brought up earlier about kind of having like other apes and other IP holders being part of the brand. And you can see here, there's 4 cans that were produced. I think we have a few more already done. We've got some kombuchas now available for order DTC. And it's all about bringing that community together. So we've got 50 total different IP holders that will eventually launch and do different flavors. Not all beer, you know, like I said, kombuchas, some seltzers, some other sort of beverages later down the line. And so they're cooking up a lot, working on the products. And then right now, what they're working on is just distribution. So they're in Canada, IRL at some at a bunch of liquor stores. They're they're distributed through a co-op out there. And the idea is just to expand that further. So we're working on US DTC at the moment. Hopefully starting to actually produce some products in the US as well, and then have everyone in all 50 states be able to order it. And then sort of expanding further from there. So different geographies, different channels, moving from DTC to retail, and just getting more doors and more distribution. And this was you're looking at one of our partnerships with Mr. Robot and Wallet Guard, obviously. So we had produced an IPA for them, and I thought sort of this came out really great. And you could just tell by the look and feel, kind of the quality of what they're building, what they put together. I mean, I'm obviously biased, right? Because I'm one of the F50 and also an advisor. So, you know, I just, you know, have so much good things to say about these guys.
I love the package design, the colors, and all the elements put it together. Just so good. Yeah.
I love the names. The names are fun. I go for that. Like, oh, that one sounds like it'd be interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely. Their design team is next level. And then also, if you ever get your hands on one of these cans, they have stories on them about like the ape and, you know, where they came from and all that stuff. So there's a lot of like little funny details when you look closer.
I can see that. Like once you just heat it up and yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun voice that they speak.
Especially if folks aren't familiar with Web3 and they're just like, what is that? Like that's a good way to kind of get them up to speed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I like the kombucha design. It's really bringing the fun idea to the imagination. Yeah.
Yeah, and the kombucha is actually really good. I've already had like maybe two 12 packs of these already. And it's not your normal kombucha. Like normal, I don't kombucha is not really my thing, but I actually like this one because it's more like a green tea, like a flavored green tea with a little bit of like hit of kombucha at the end. And it's just a really nice flavor. So I would definitely recommend to try this one. And I think you can order this one DTC in the US now if you look on the website.
You can, and it's really good. I do recommend you drink it when it's ice cold. It tastes better that way, at least for me. Yeah. Other than that, I can't wait to have my beer or whatever come out. I'm part of that F50 as well, so it's a great group of apes, and I look forward to everything that's coming out.
Yeah, solid group. A lot of beers to work, or a lot of beverages to work through. Imagine launching 50 new products.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It'll take some time.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I actually saw the can when this product not even come out. I remember I meet one of your partners in the MIT NYC, and actually he carried the bottom from Canada to US because you can't put any liquid inside. So it's funny. I before the product even come out, I should do see the can. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably Peter, I want to say.
Peter. Yeah, Peter. I remember like he just sit around me, and then he's like so excited to show me. I think it's this can. The first one can come out is this can. I remember like having seen this video. It's so exciting. That time, not even have a MBA yet. We just talk about, what's you doing with your IP development. It's a very exciting moment for now. It's like everything just come together. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
he was.
Sorry,
go ahead,
I was just gonna say, like, I think there's seeing a finished product. I think some people don't realize how much work actually goes into that. So, you know, definitely seeing all the variety here and how polished the website is, like, it's incredible to see even the level that it's at, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, the other thing about being in BoredIn and just in this sort of MBA community, everyone's, you know, has expertise in random places that other people might need. And I know Peter's got a team that if you guys need websites or even some design work, maybe even some dev, I'm not sure on that, but hit him up. Like he's willing to help out. I think he's helping some other people build their stuff out as well. So
I really love the design. Definitely to catch up with him. Yeah. So next one, maybe we can go to Lala. Next one is Lala, right?
Shaw, is that you?
Yo, sorry. I don't know. I don't have any actual packaged products, so I'm not really sure what value I can add.
Well, you can share what you do. We also cover the website, so I do see some cool piece design.
Oh yeah, you know,
I do love the old TV. I don't know. I try to zoom the screen big as possible, but I do love the old TV design in here. The effect in here, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, that is all Farah. If you guys know OX Farah, she is an amazing artist. She made this, you know, she's a community member. She made this, it says other space in the Coda language. And I thought it was worthy enough to be our banner on the website. It's such a cool retro future design, which we're all about. But yeah, if I can talk about it just for a quick second, I don't want to take too much time, but it really is more of a community effort than anything. We are made by apes. It's myself and Baron von Hustle who really just wanted to keep the conversation going around creating and building in the other side, but it's really turned in to something more than that. As we notice, there are so many community members building super dope things that want to get involved in some of these games, but are also building out really great tools, really great companies using their IP in new ways. And similar to what like Gucci'ta is doing with taking the physical and mixing it with the digital and vice versa. These are the types of conversations that we're having on how do we actually get to do that, you know, and there are so many new avenues now that we're able to do that with. So that's really what the community is all about. And we have a Discord, but we also have some programming. So every Thursday we have a space on X where we get together. We do live streams, which we call Other Space PM. We have Deckside, which is like our podcast, and that's where we go. It's like our interview series. This one actually is with NFT Hoarder of Bored IP, who's on stage with us today and co-founder of BoredIn, where we talk about building IP and creating infrastructure for the community IP. So that's a great episode to check out. And then, right below it, we have Other Space Unlocked, and we feature different tools that the community can use to really get the most out of their experience, whether it be with others side or just, you know, AI or something in general. So like in this case, Other Decks Unlocked. We'll pretty soon we'll do more like with Wallet Guard and things like that, so people can have more of an educational based workshop that they can do. And then, of course, some, ApeCoin how-to videos, since ApeCoin's part of the ecosystem and it's powering the other side as one of the main currencies. So that's something we want to just continue to educate people with. But yeah, if you guys want to check it out, otherspace.fm, and you can follow us on X, otherspace.fm. And yeah, we have a pretty awesome stack team, as you can see right there. Lots of community members, not all apes either. And the team's growing. It is a community effort. We're not funded by anyone. We're looking for sponsorships, but we just want to continue to create and add value where we can when it comes to these discussions. So I appreciate you taking the time to go through the website and let me talk about it.
Yeah, Sean, I was just going to say shout out to you guys, because I know you put in a lot of work in this, and just it shows in the community that you've built with, and just kind of being able to see it visually in the Discord and how active it is, and all the different channels and that you've got, whether it's heavy metal or LOTM or even there's a Serum City chat now, and it's popping off, and I'm asking questions and getting responses immediately. The community that you guys have already cultivated with this has been amazing. And, the website looks great. I know that's a lot of work. I know you've got the physicals up too. And I know it's a ton of stuff. So, man, congrats.
Thanks, man. No, I appreciate it. I think the main thing is really tapping in with the community and understanding what are people needing right now. With gaming coming into the fold, even just as an asset holder, I play a part in the gaming ecosystem, because some people may own their Bored Ape, but they have no idea whether they should sell this new asset that that was available to claim as an ape. You know what I mean? Like with Serum City, or should they delegate it to someone, or should they jump in and play? And with all of your assets, your digital assets being interoperable in all of these different experiences, it gets really hard to keep up with a lot of this stuff. So we're constantly thinking about how are we going to curate the communication and the channels to help facilitate more community discussion and allow for collaboration. And that's what we're trying to do with our Discord and, our different content programs.
I do love the way how you represent your brand, and I think you definitely improve it. I was very enjoy your to the life space. You've been described very well for the education about the other side. And if I have a one personality to highly recommend, if you no idea what that mean other side, no idea about Coda, just go to Nala. That's the best choice. And I do love I do love the content you've been creating, and I've been seeing the video you create for the Acon DAO as well for the education. And I also see how much offer you are putting on interview with Jason, and I think amazing, like what you're dealing for this committee, amazing. And I do wish more people know what you guys doing. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I think the
and
biggest.
Also, thank you so much for helping me a lot for hosting BoredIn MBA. And without you guys, I can't do it. It's
Happy
really
to jump in. Happy to jump in. I think that really the biggest thing is just jumping in, taking initiative, and that's if anything, that's the message that I hope to really help facilitate or put out there, at least. Just because with everyone creating their own brands, a lot of this stuff could seem like it's something you can't do, but it really comes down to just jumping in and seeing how you could get something started on your own and not wait. I'm not the smartest person, and even as you said, if you point someone to the other side and wants to know more about it, I am certainly not an expert, but I do understand the power of the community. And if people are able to tap into the power of the community, much like we are tapping in right now, in that we can showcase how they can learn on their own and grow on their own when it comes to this, and point yourself to the right resources. Because once you're connected, everything just seems to get easier. You know what I mean? So that's what we hope to help facilitate, when it comes to the other side, as well as community IP and expanding beyond just Bored Apes, showcasing like what we've learned from the Bored Ape ecosystem. But what's great about the other side is it's including all of these other friends that are part of the ecosystem. And that is where I think we all have something to contribute and add value to share, what we're doing.
Awesome. Yeah. And I actually waiting for Kujida come back. And I think Kujida's in here. Like, yeah. Come back to the room.
Welcome back. Oh, he's so fast.
I had to move my computer to my office and plug it in.
Will you mind I just share your website? That may be more easier.
Okay, let's see here.
Like I can share. Yeah, actually I can share.
Oh, it's up. Okay.
And Guchita, both of your backgrounds that you had are equally impressive and amazing.
He knows how to set up the background. Yeah.
Do you want me to show you a packet? One of my packages? Or first I'll show you the website.
Let's go to the packet. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, one, I had to learn all this stuff myself, so I built the website. That's probably why it has like a different feel to it. But yeah, basically, like as you scroll down, it goes through the different drops. So this is the current drop that's up. This is the bomber jacket. This shows all like the different rarities for the physicals. And then this is the first drop. But one of the things I love most about this site is if you go to reviews right here, you got
ooh.
You got Dan and Barrett doing their review of in the unboxing. I just love how how excited like Nana gets with it. You gotta check it out.
Wow, I'm excited. I put in an order and I've got a custom coming, so gotta represent. It's just the way that it feels.
I definitely see this product going on in Fuck It Friday, right? Fuck It. Yeah, first time it's using Fuck It Friday.
Yeah, it's so bright. Stone Taboo wore this shirt at Gasparilla 2 weeks back, and everyone was like, "Where did you get it?" And they wanted to feel it. So it's taken over by storm for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, congratulations, the sold out. I wish I can get one, but too late. And I can see you very focused on the detail, highlighting each even material you're using. I think that's such a good opportunity for the let your audience to understand your branding a little bit.
Cool. Was I sharing my screen or were you sharing the whole time?
It's actually I share.
Yeah.
Yes. So you want to go with me? Yeah, I'm sorry. I was too interested to look at it. Yes.
Oh, my bad.
She was like navigating, exploring your site as you're like talking about other things.
I couldn't see. I could only I like changed the window, so I was my bad.
No, it's okay. Okay, I can see this is the review for interview, right?
Yeah, I had to clip it and share it on there, but that was a fun surprise seeing them box it on other Space FM.
Wow, that's just so cool. I love the way how you do with your product. Okay, and now I want one. Is there any possible this product come back?
Not well, so I have a few like from my private stock that like
what is happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode.
I don't feel you.
That's a good video.
Yeah. That is a good video. Yeah, highly recommend. Just go to their website and look at the whole video. This is the one cup, the boy one cup, and awesome. I love to see all happening the cooperation, and I love the packet design, the detail you're offering in here.
Let me go grab the box. I just finished them. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Hey, while Gucci'da grabs that box and package, I have to say something about Gucci'da. He is so particular, and you can tell. You can tell
Yeah.
in his collection.
Yes.
You can tell he curated every single thing about House of OG, and even his NFT collection. You know, like how he got his Gucci ape, which was a Gucci Grail at first, and you know how he got his M2, and then how he's taking his branding and taking things that he loves and collects, which clearly you can see he collects a lot of really awesome art, and his style is and taste is just like top of the class. And the fact that he took parts of his own collection, like with these vintage Gucci buttons, and then started taking the concept of adding rarity to these clothing pieces, and then the design of it, the embroidery of it. You can even just the way the patterns line up. Like if you pull up that Hawaiian shirt, you know, if you have different patterns, how sometimes if the different, like the pocket could be mismatched and not like you can't even tell there's a pocket there, even though it's a separate layer on top of that. And yeah, even how where the buttons come together,
Seamless.
all of that is seamless, where it matches up, it lines up, and that's like the layer of detail that you get, and that you know you could tell this is a high quality garment, you know. And the fact that there is this thoughtful element of how it's going to be represented digitally as well, knowing that there's going to be that tie-in, is also awesome. So nothing that's coming from the House of OG is cheap. We're talking about, like, this is like some high-end stuff. And that's how I see it, Gucci'da.
Well, thank you, Nana. And like, yeah, I am like, before I release anything, I go through many versions, iterations. Like, I made 4 Hawaiians before I came to this one. I made a few jackets. Like this one's the velvet. Like, before I drop anything, I'm like, do I want to rock this? Do I want to wear this? And this is like a passion project of mine that I hope to be a big boy business at some point, but I don't need to sell these things to pay my bills, which allows me to do it out of enjoyment, and also to provide value, and put out good stuff. So, and whenever I'm feeling like overwhelmed by the project, I just walk away from it for a week. And so whenever I made this goal with myself, whenever I approach House OG, it's going to be out of fun and passion, because I think that'll translate into the product. Like if I approach it out of enjoyment and passion, then like I'm going to create cool stuff. And plus, I don't want it to be like work, because I love doing this, and I want to keep loving to do it. So like, but I'm exploring some cool shit. So
Yes.
I bought a vinyl machine that I can like make my own stickers, because I want to make the packaging cool. So like, you know, we were talking about packaging. So I just started working on these boxes. So like,
Wow.
so this is for
Dope.
the bombers. So this
Love
one,
that.
You,
you know,
That is
are
sick.
you able to even cover your shipping? Like now, I wondering how much money you spend on your packet now.
my goal is to break even on House OG right now. So like, you know, this is like, some of this stuff isn't a good idea to do if you want to make money. Like my rare Hawaiian shirts, or the legendaries, cost 3x more than I sell them for, but there's only like 3 out of 100 that were. But I'm just trying to like make it sustainable, because I know like down the road, if this is successful, like there'll be ways to monetize it with shirts and hats and stuff like that. But like right now, I'm just like, let's make. I just want to give the club, the community, things that they like. I want to be a brand that people enjoy and like. So that's my number one and number two. And then like breaking even's number 3, and then number 4 on the list is like, if I do all that down the road, I could probably make some money off this, you know, if it so happens to be that, you know.
Yeah, and I think the value shows. I mean, I messaged you separately, but you know, I wish I was cool enough to wear some of that stuff. I definitely I love that jacket that you're gonna release. Yep. I'm gonna be lining up to grab myself one of those.
Me too.
You know, and you know, I think people sometimes miss that. Like sometimes people come out in Web3 and release a product and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna make a ton of money right out the gate," and I wish they do, but I think the more traditional manner is I think a lot of us, you know, we're about adding value to the club, and I think, you know, just from my perspective, you know, whatever it's worth, I think you're doing that. I think your stuff looks amazing. I mean, it stands out from afar, but then when you look and zoom in and you see it up close, like the detail is just amazing, right? It blows me off out of my socks. So, you know, keep it up.
And plus one, when I first met Gucci'ra, it was at the mansion party in Miami, and he had this whole setup going on, and I was like, what is this over here? It was the cheetah print. And I will never forget that first time I met him, because he's so passionate and meticulous about his details, pulling out the shirt, showing the buttons, having you feel the satin, having you feel the velvet. And my favorite is he has my size. Extra small. You never hear about that. And I was like, wow, absolutely. I'm going to order a bunch of these jackets just because you fit.
I totally miss it. Yeah, I totally miss it. Now I feel bad. Like, when you going to make it again? I need that. I need that for myself.
Papo, you missed the Hawaiian shirt. You're gonna have to get the next drop.
Subscribe to Twitter. You gotta get the notifications every time he tweets. I get it. I'm like, okay.
Club again.
He opted me in. Gucci'ra opted me in.
So, Papo,
yeah, now I'm getting worried. Yeah.
Papo, I have like a few of the Hawaiian shirts that I have in my private stock that I'm bringing to IRL events. So like, you can maybe pick one up on IRL, but these are still available online, and same with the sweater. But to speak to like what NFT Hoarder was saying, you know, you're right in the fact, I think all of us Made by Apes brands are like, we're new, we're the freshman class. None of us are big businesses. None of us are making money. We're all doing it for the passion. So like, I hear myself say, you know, what my spiel, you know, earlier about how I approach this, but we're all in reality approaching it this way. And that's why I think our brands are, you know, are interesting and cool. And I feel like I have this idea that like, as this space grows, and we talked about this before, I mentioned this before, but like, we're going to grow up to be like the, you know, the seniors, and we're the OG class of MBA brands. So like, if we all just keep creating out of passion and building our brands, like, it's all going to work out, because the club's not going anywhere. The Ape IP is only getting stronger. We are the first. We are the OGs. We all are supporting each other, and like, that's gonna fruit for sure, you know.
Yeah, and I couldn't double click on that enough. I think hence like why BoredIn, right? I think you know, there's going to be a next class. There's going to be a person that's not a holder today that's going to come in and add value and create product and have an MBA, right? I was on Captain Space this morning, and there's a 16-year-old mutant talking about MBA and talking about going to meetups. And I was like, that's it. Right, like that's the future. And
they're gonna look to us. They're gonna look to us as like the people, like the pioneers of these MBA brands, and like and they're gonna take notes from like how we did it and how we executed it, and like and this is, you know, brand new territory. So like, BoredIn, these spaces, like, this is a experiment. This is how everybody's trying to lift each other up and showcase each other. Like, we're all figuring this out right now, and figuring out how to like grow these brands together, and helping each other. And it's pretty awesome.
I think one thing why I want to create the live space, it's very about the engagement. I think it's much more strong after test out today, and I feel like MBA brand just needed, because after listen how many detail you have been explained to us, and I just feel much more pushy the brand and also much more pushy the behind scene, and I think that's something we have to continue to do it, and I am a very appreciate like you very focus on each single detail, because it just from photo I will never thought, oh, actually you've been developed so much things just for one shirt. But it's so grateful to you can see on the wheel, and also you can share on the screen and engaging with our audience, and I think that's just bringing MBA to the next level. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a little bit more work, but I have to give flowers to Popple, right? It's a lot of work to coordinate, and she spends a lot of time, even though she's super busy and could be spending her time elsewhere. Like she's helping do this.
Yeah, shouts out. You are doing such a great job. You're bringing us together. Thank you for that. Hats off to you.
Yeah. Real quick, NFT order. Like, so, these loud pieces were, I like to wear this at like any NFT events, but I probably wouldn't rock this too much like normal.
Yeah.
I wanted to be loud, like, well, this goes back to what Popple and everybody else is doing. It's like, it's hard to build a brand from zero. So like, I wanted to make a splash. I wanted to be loud and get this out there, but not everything's going to be like super loud. Like this jacket, for example,
Yeah.
like more my style. And then like the hats and so yeah, I'm going to balance out the collection with clothing for everybody. And there's also like I do women's cuts and styles too. So, and because I heard from the ladies at BAYC that they need more women's merch. So like, blue ice cream. You might need to change that name.
Oh yeah.
I went to the wrong direction. Never went to the wrong direction.
I wish I could show you her velvet jacket. I just got it done being made, and it's so cute, and it's women's cut and style, and you're gonna look great in it.
Yes, Gucci let me try on some jackets. He's like, here, we gotta make sure you get the right fit, and he's like, we're gonna customize this. But yeah, the ladies don't have a lot of options in the club, so anytime I see that, I'm like, grab one for this person, one for that person. Absolutely.
One experience I do want to remind everyone, like, if you are giving your aid to whenever each MBA brand to deliver your aid as a product, just have to make sure it's better know well with the person, or even it's now everything in the webby, but better having like a physical contract is still helping yourself a little bit, because I do having a bad case before I'm actually giving my aid to some brand like physical brand to develop my aid, and actually it's having some issue between like a business development. This is something I want to just keep it in every mind. It's like if you are delivering your aid to a different collaboration with different MBA brand, no matter how trust you this person, it's always to have like a physical product. A physical contract is always a good idea. Yeah. Thank you. And and anything you want to share more, and or I just move on to my style, so I can share my poetry.
Yeah, please.
Okay, and I'm going to share the tables, and this is my boy tea, and I don't want to take up too much time. We now have a matcha. I developed the website by myself. It's using Shopify, and actually, if you want to read more about the story about myself, and you could always just check it in here. Yes, I really focus on the IP development, so you could see it's not just development, the A or the yoga IP branding, also deliver Wolfman and Coolcat and also my own brand. It's everything stuff from I'm actually love to cooking, and I do cooking a lot like bakery and try to making pie. But as everyone know, I'm also an artist, and I was thinking about is there any way I could deliver my A to a product or I do something AR physical things and into my products, and I've been thinking a lot into I found the perfect product is BoredIn. Having a fun journey to collaboration with everyone. So it's one of my friend. He been the Spain last week. We have a collaboration with the matcha chocolate. It's amazing. Taste is amazing. We also have like some matcha collaborations going on. We actually are going to launch the new tea soon. Yeah, if anyone like to check out, you could see in here. One thing I do want to bring up is actually I also get involved a lot with the Cool Cat ecosystem, and we actually make a lot the product. It's a full effect for kid, because I have a 2 kid, and I do think about IP development. It's important for kid, and this is something I did develop in the Halloween, and even we have like it's all the products that are out now. So it's like if we have like a small package carry around. It's what we think about for the kid. We have a collaboration with Jason. We have a cookie. We also having like some color book page and also with the BoredIn together. So it's quite fun journey to me. So this is something about my product. And
I also saw some Friends merch, Papa.
sorry.
Wow. I just saw some Friends merch that CEO dropped in the chat.
Yeah, and I do want to share in a bigger screen. It's about what I've been giving away, because a lot of the BoredIn product I was choosing to give away to community. This is what you get if you've been the Hong Kong A First. This is what you get. You see PP Magazine here. I developed like the Hong Kong backgrounds, and it's a Hong Kong MBA. So having a lot the legends in here. Basically, almost all my friend in here. He is not a full list, but there's something going on behind me. For the packet design, I choose the cheap one because because of tier cheap. So sorry, I can't choose like expensive different product. But like I do have like a small cute things in here when you open the packet, and you will see something going on. So this is the blue ice cream you've been ordering. This is the product actually from
yeah, it looks like it. You have so
yeah.
many.
Yeah, my A it's little bit my A is like the witches, so I've been like always thinking about if any way I could develop my products better with also with the cute image. And this is the chocolate packet, actually packet designed by me. It's always a fun to collaboration with my friend. We have a lot of things going on. Each time I would try to spend time to deliver the A, and of course we have like bunch different stickers and with the products and paint. And yes, but unfortunately I don't even have a time to launch it. It's just too much is going on in this space. And but I do want to mention I love to collaboration with everyone, but also love to support this community. The reason it's because I start this journey by just me building myself, and I know how different and how important to building together. After I team up with Jason, we just moving so fast, and we have a more idea, not just about the IRL development. It's more about the things you need to be help or fixes. For example, okay, how to develop website, or how you be knife screening, and you could always having a good chat to ask everyone. And I think that's just amazing. So lately, as you guys see, I've been like work for Acon as Acon's Markham. We do have a web envelopes going on. It's free, and if anyone's want to celebrate the Chinese Happy New Year, and please go download, just make yourself. That's something about me, and that's it.
That's it. That's all.
Love it. Look at us go. Woo!
Yeah, the hoodie unfortunately doesn't launch yet, but I think summer will be coming, and I hoping to develop more things I like. And I think I spend so much time on just testing product. Almost every week I have a new product coming out, but it's like I rather just give to my friend. It's not selling if the level, like the quality level wasn't comfortable yet. And I've been testing a lot, and I just want to make sure everything be ready. I'm happy to the stage I'm developing right now. And I think each brand have their timing, like having their footstep. It's not have why and want. It's more about when you feel ready and ready. And And yeah, also all the best luck. And I think today our tutor space hit 2 hour again, but I do enjoy our tutors live space. And any final stuff on everyone?
I just want to say I love the live aspect and the visual aspect. I mean, if you're talking MBAs, this is the perfect the perfect format, right? So again, thanks for putting it together, and thanks for having us.
Thank you. And any final stuff from Nala? How about?
No, just keep creating dope shit. This is awesome. This is inspiring.
Good advice. It's short and easy. Keep doing it.
Yeah. Anyone want a final stuff?
We wanted to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to drop a little bit of product alpha. I mean, for anyone else that's tuning in, that's maybe not as far along, some fun tips and tricks. One site that I go to for product demos and promos is Sticker Mule, because if you haven't used Sticker Mule, you can go to their deals section or their samples section, and you can get like 10 of something that you're trying to build out, right? And then I think earlier we were talking about, you got to make a decision between what you want to make look nice and what you got on the leftover or for your budget. Well, this is a good way to build and then expand out, right? I mean, we're talking about building up that building of branding, and Sticker Mule is a great help for that. One other thing I would suggest is to buy a custom stamped embosser, and then get those little blank gold foil stickers, so you can emboss super quick your own little Made by Apes or whatever logo you want, and then just slap it on the packaging. It's that little extra bit of detail that is going to get you those views, those content shares. I mean, the whole goal when somebody's buying your product, I like to think of somebody's actually paying us to promote our product, and it's our job to deliver something that's worth that promotion. So there's our product alpha.
I like that.
Awesome.
You just
Yeah.
planted
Anything you guys share, I could love to share to the audience too. So I probably will follow up in our next BoredIn's news, and I try my best to update. Yeah. Anyone final stuff too?
I just want to say thank you for having us. It's the first time we've done any type of space. We've been working on this for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. A lot of testing and excuse me. It's nice to finally be out there and watching people enjoy what we've built. So thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Awesome. And any final stuff, Jason or Kuchita?
No, just appreciate everyone's time and the first one's in the books. So yeah, let's keep building.
That's what's up.
Yeah. How about Kuchita and Blue Ice Cream?
Just thanks, and it's a great platform, and it's great to help get the word out and hang out with all you guys. I'm gonna take a screenshot just for memory.
Yeah, me too.
Yay,
Like let's do a screenshot, but honing your own product.
Yeah,
If it's a product, and I will go. Let's do a screenshot.
Love that idea, Guchita. There we go. Get a little fam shot. Represent the velvet.
I need to more promote. I need the mask wings. I need the mask
wings. This is my new office background at work.
Okay. I try my. Let me try.
Wait, who's taking it?
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, and I have to like hold my products. And
I can do it because I don't have anything to hold. So go for it. Ready? Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Got it. I got 2.
Okay. Yes. Great. Awesome. Thank you so much. And once again, I will try to space. Next week, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, but yeah, try our space again. I don't know. Maybe I will have some idea come up with a Blue Ice Cream. And thank you again, Blue Ice Cream. I know you're taking your time and offering the space. I just want to
pleasure.
I wish I can give you a home because you've been supported a lot in our space. And also, I just want to say, like, as a personal level, I'm very happy to know you as a friend. And yeah, next space will be, I will promise, much more chill. This is our first space, maybe a little bit messy, but I'm getting excited next space. Yeah.
No, we did a great job.
Doing it.
Everybody give her a
Thank
round of
you.
applause.
And,
That was
yeah, and
awesome.
say bye-bye.
Peace.
Ciao, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks,
You
guys.
too. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.